Burger King on Pine Avenue. How may I help you?
I'm sorry, Burger King on Pine Avenue?
Just kidding, sir. This is CVS. How's it going?
Oh, you had me. I'm not gonna lie, you had me going there for a second. Yeah, I don't call CVS often. It was didn't know what.
You're the fourth person today I've gotten with it.
Well, it's also there's just not many Burger Kings in San Francisco these days.
I mean, it's a hard business. And especially when you're selling nuggets at that clip. How can you keep up with the demand?
So wait, you're saying the Burger Kings went out of business because they were too popular?
It's like when the Beatles are walking down the street and they shut down city sections. They shut down sections of the street and the neighborhoods. Similar thing, right? There's too many people. It's kind of getting overrun. We got to shut down these buildings so people stop coming over here. Too many nuggets. How may I help you, sir?
I'm sorry. My name's Greg. What's your name?
My name is Andy.
Your name's Andy?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. That's interesting. I'm actually calling on behalf of my friend Andy.
Huh. Okay. Well, what's the problem?
Let me just start by asking you this right here. Like, what are you wearing? And not in the sexual sense. I just need to know something I need to lodge a complaint, and I don't have many details except what the perpetrator wears. So.
Okay, that's an interesting question. Well, I have my CVS shirt on. I'm wearing some slacks.
So far, so good.
It's part of what the company requires us to wear.
Oh, so you follow the uniform guidelines?
I do, yeah. But sometimes I'll put, something over my shoulders to kind of just keep me warmer.
Like a sweater or a shawl or something?
It depends on how I'm feeling. Depends on how I'm feeling that day. It depends on if I want to match whatever I'm wearing up top with my shoes.
And like when you say that, you mean like the material or you mean the color?
Could be either way.
Oh, fuck my goat ass.
Excuse me, sir?
Nothing. Sorry, I was thinking out loud there. Then I'll tell you what. Is it possible your manager's around and I could speak to him?
That's fine. No problem, sir. No problem. Yeah, let me get him 1 second. 1 second. What are you doing?
I'm eating Burger King.
I'm surprised it's open. There's so many people there.
It was a long line, but the nuggets are worth it at Burger King.
You got a sec?
Yeah, what's up?
I got somebody who wants to talk to you on the phone, a customer.
Okay.
He'll be right here, sir.
Perfect, thank you.
Hello, this is Andy's boss, Nick.
Hey, Nick, how are you? My name's Greg.
No, my name Greg is Andy's boss, and my last name is Nick. My parents named me Andy's, and my middle name is Boss.
I'm sorry, Mr. Nick, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm very good, Mr. Miller.
How'd you know his last name?
We have caller ID here at the Burger King.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. CVS Burger King has caller ID. Well, real quick, is this a secure channel? Like, am I talking just to you? I know you very close room back there. I'd prefer it if Andy didn't hear what we were talking about.
This is a confidential conversation you're having with me.
I
For all
appreciate
intents and purposes, you can think of me as your therapist and or proctologist.
Sure. Well, I mean, CVS, a pharmacy, right? You guys follow the Hippocratic Oath, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not the guy that works at the pharmacy though. I'm the guy that just stands there and judges what you're buying at the cash register.
Here's what I'll say: is we got ourselves a regular old game of Guess Who going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
All right, because here's what I'm just gonna lay my cards on the table. All right, I've been playing them close to my chest this entire time. Now I'm gonna lay them on the table. All right, I am on an incredibly popular podcast. All right, on this podcast,
Nick,
I have a co-host
can you ask him the website?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Greg. One of the people listening on this call is asking the website for where to go.
You just go to kindoffunny.com.
Kindoffunny.com. Doesn't look like there's anything of interest on this site for me, but hey, I guess if it's working for you, that's great.
Here's the thing. On the podcast, the most recent episode of the podcast, my friend and colleague, Andy Cortez, was talking about how he came into your shop, your CVS, and bought a bunch of Doritos and Mountain Dew and felt judged by the person who was checking him out.
Okay.
And not checking him out sexually. I mean, the clerk that was ringing him up. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, makes
and
sense.
that this person made inappropriate comments about the amount of 3D Doritos he was buying, about previous purchases of 3D Doritos, and did it in an emasculating way in front of another employee.
Okay. Yeah, that was, well, a lot of people don't realize, though, that's actually a service we offer here at CVS.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Basically, you pay a little extra. You don't see it. It's part of the
It's part of the care pass. It's a $10 care
package.
pass.
And basically what we do is we keep you from eating yourself to death with 3D Doritos. We've had that be a problem in the past. And so
Sure.
CVS as a, because CVS is not necessarily a corporate entity. It's more of a state of mind, if you really want to think about it. And we've all collectively just decided that it's our responsibility to make sure people don't kill themselves on our processed foods.
It's an interesting policy because you sell so many of them, and I respect that part of it, but this
It's why I
didn't
worked. It's
deter
why I
my
got.
friend Andy from doing it. Like you can
That's
look
why
at
I
his
applied
physique
here,
and
honestly.
see that like it didn't help. He's still got these like wiry arms, nothing going on of him.
Yeah, he sounds like the kind of guy that could do a lot of pull-ups and push-ups, but also has just a nicely shaped dumper. Is that?
Oh, he's got a dump truck that just don't stop. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But it
sounds
actually
like the kind of
slows
guy
him
I'd like
down
to
in
know.
America because it's a well-known fact that I'm faster than him in the United States.
A lot of
Oh.
inside jokes happening right now.
That's a lot. Yeah, a lot of people have to listen to a lot of this podcast to understand what we're talking about. Apparently, like on the run. So what I'm hearing right now is you don't like people who wear corduroy jackets. Is that
What
correct?
I'm saying is the man who wore the corduroy jacket is the offender here, who I think crossed the line. And as somebody who used, I don't flaunt this in your face.
Yeah.
As somebody who used to work in retail, both at a Petland and a Walmart, I'm aware of the golden rule, Mr. Nick, that I'm sure you are as well. Is like you can talk shit about the customers, you just have to let them leave. They have to leave the store.
Yeah, that's also a policy of ours as well. So just know that
Mr.
every time
Corduroy
you
was
buy,
clearly not following that policy. You know what I mean? That's the thing. If this was just a one-on-one, your employee to your employee talking, like, well, let me guess what's gonna happen. I'm gonna hang up, and you guys are gonna have a good 15-minute conversation about how much you dislike me and make fun of me. I understand.
we have a notepad in front of us in the break room that we're at right now, and there's about 4 of us just writing a lot.
Been
of
taking
shit
a lot
about
of
you.
notes.
Yeah,
a lot
we're
of notes.
Let me
over
talk to the third person.
Okay, let me introduce you. Andy, do you have 2 seconds? He wants to talk to you.
there. Right now.
Yeah, right now.
Hello.
All right, a lot to unpack here. So, are you the same Andy I was already talking
Anderson. It's Andy for short.
Yeah.
to? Andy Anderson?
No, just Anderson, but they call me Andy for short. Anderson for tall, Andy for short. That's a joke there.
That's a good joke, Anderson.
It's another joke I always tell people here. We always say that we're the Burger King. Is one of the jokes we do.
But that's what
Yeah.
the other Andy said, not this Andy Anderson.
No, we mix it up. We take turns. So did we fix your problem, by the way?
No, I don't understand how I called in to defend my friend Andy, and now I'm the butt of this joke. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I don't get. Like, I was hoping, if anything, this summer, we would get here and you would apologize. You would make the thing that at CVS, you would no longer talk shit about people as they check out. Or we could all joke around about how much Andy eats 3D Doritos, eats like a 12-year-old. But somehow I am once again the butt of this joke on this phone call.
Well, sir, I'd like to accept your apology, and
I'm not giving you an
I'd like
apology.
to
Yeah, thank
say that it's not necessarily who you are; it's what you eat inside that matters. And
It's who you know.
yeah.
And what I'm getting from Greg is he knows somebody that may be a little too sensitive. Maybe they need to back off and not worry about what people are saying and what they're purchasing.
That's a possibility, but that person could also just go to Walgreens from now on, and because CVS generally is just an inferior place to shop.
I mean, Mr.
Sure,
Nick, there's
but-
been an ongoing conversation on our podcast chat of like, why doesn't this person, Andy, just go to the grocery store? Why is he always just eating out of pharmacies?
Well, I mean, based on what I've listened to of that podcast.
Oh, you've been listening at the same time?
Grocery store, not a great snack selection, and the Walgreens a little too far. Based on the episodes that I had listened to.
Also, just a minor criticism, if I may. Just a lot going on in these thumbnails. Just so much text and pictures of people opening their mouths. It's just maybe close your mouth every once in a while.
I miss the old thumbnails y'all did.
Yeah,
honestly.
just more streamlined.
Just where we stole art off the internet that was low res and put it in there and stretched it weird?
Yeah, you just scale it up. People can't tell.
Yeah,
They're
you
looking
know,
on their phones.
It had more of a a DIY sort of vibe. Now I just don't like the way y'all have changed so much.
Yeah, these thumbnails just don't look accessible at all. It looks like you guys are just trying to like be all bougie and it's not accessible.
And bring back Debatable, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, where's Jared Petty?
All right,
Where did he
I gotta
go?
go to the Gamescast. Do whatever the fuck you want, Andy.